4-0 sweep on Saturday, not only cashing in with my best bet with Ohio State, but a 3-0 sweep with my complimentary plays here on the video report. And I'm telling you, I am not seeing the field. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. But here for your Sunday video report, let's talk about a couple of teams that have been red hot. The Broncos and the Patriots. Can they continue their winning ways today as the Broncos host a team, the Giants, that are coming off two big upset wins in their last three games? And the Patriots, of course, on the road. Can they make it four straight road wins as they take on the Tennessee Titans, who, of course, fired their coach earlier this week? Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here, General Manager, DeMarcosports.com, and this is going to be your Sunday video report. Now, listen, guys, here on the video report with the complimentary plays after yesterday's 3-0 sweep, I'm now on a 77-45 roll over the past year. Yeah, over the past year in all sports combined. And I've got those two free picks coming up here in just a moment. And yesterday, cashed in with my best bet, and how right on the money was I? Over on DeMarcosports.com, I called it my 33-point blowout of the year, and then proceeded to give you Ohio State, a 25.5-point favorite. Yes, a 25.5-point road favorite that won 34-0 at Wisconsin. I believe I said in my analysis that I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin didn't score a point. Yes, sometimes I am a rocket scientist and a genius. But what I was referring to is this, that I'm not really seeing the field. And yes, by the way, yesterday, Ohio State college best bet 15 dime winner, number 8 out of 9, as I've absolutely owned Saturdays. In fact, Saturday college best bets now over the past 2 years, 19-8. Nothing like winning on Saturdays to set up the rest of the weekend. Now, if I can only come up with a Sunday NFL winner, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But what I'm referring to is this. Look at the free picks yesterday. Yes, 5-1 the past 2 Saturdays, 3-0 yesterday. But yesterday, my top play, the free pick, UCLA, had to go into overtime. Told you to buy down the half point, and because of that, the Bruins got the cover. Gave you Missouri as my second favorite play. Mizzou getting the job done at Auburn. Boy, is Auburn bad. Had to go into overtime. Got the win. Georgia Tech, my third play. Yes, Georgia Tech did win outright as an underdog. But when I'm saying I'm not seeing the field, why didn't I go with Oregon, who won by 147 points over Rutgers? There were so many easy games here yesterday, and yet my best bet was Ohio State, a 25.5-point road chalk that had to pitch a shutout to get the win and cover. And 2 of my 3 complimentary plays, and remember, my free picks are the best of the worst. The games that I selected on the card and for one reason or another didn't make the best bet, barely got there in overtime. So yes, I'm analyzing the card and I'm picking winners, but they're just getting through. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you don't see the field, which means next week I've got to take a step back and really look at the card even deeper and take a look at some teams that perhaps I overlook, because you get to a certain point in the season where you find a handful of games, a handful of teams, I should say, maybe about 20 teams on the card, and you go to them over and over again because you know their tendencies and you follow them week in and week out. And sometimes you have to expand that field. So as a gambler, it's something you should consider as well. Now, today, I have top-rated 15 dime football winner number 36 out of 56 overall, and I'm calling it my 17-point momentum masher. It's a team that is picking up speed. It's got momentum on its side, and I think it continues today. It's a team that's playing at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and just like Ohio State yesterday, it's the half-price play of the day over at DeMarcosports.com, and this is where, of course, I point to the bottom of the screen and I say, if you have not been a customer, oh, by the way, the half price play of the day, the coupon code is HALF, HALF. But if you have not been a customer previously over at DeMarcosports.com, if you've not taken advantage of the 2-day free all-access pass, now's a damn good time to do so. The normal price today is $109. You can get all the plays of all the handicappers for free, no strings attached, by using the 2-day free all-access pass. As I note there at the bottom of the screen, once again, the 2-day free all-access pass is your way to get all the plays of all the handicappers for free. You pick the days, Might as well use it today and pick any other day. You can even use it next Saturday if you choose. The choice is yours over at DeMarcosports.com. So let's get to your complimentary plays. Oh, before I do, one personal note. Many of you have written into the site through customer service. Many of you have left comments here on the site at the YouTube channel. I appreciate your well wishes. No, I have not been well the last couple of weeks. I missed last Sunday's video, first video on a weekend. I missed this entire season. I'm sorry for not responding, but I just want to say publicly thank you to all of you. Slowly but surely, I'm getting better, which is why I'm doing a video today. And I just want to express my thanks to all of you. I appreciate your kind words. And hopefully I can keep going here and hopefully keep getting better to keep doing this, because my intent is to continue going through the Super Bowl before hanging up my shingle and calling it a day here at the site after it'll be 25 years since I created this site. Okay, so let's move on. I want to talk about Denver and the New York Giants. Denver did not look good. 2 weeks ago, of course, they upset the Eagles with that phenomenal fourth quarter, and then they looked absolutely pathetic last week in London, but not really surprised, because that was a big emotional comeback win against Philadelphia, and then you get on a plane, you go to London, and the defense certainly performed well. I think they just sacked Justin Fields again, but the offense couldn't get a damn thing going against the Jets. Now they return home to take on the Giants, a Giants team that has come up with a couple of big wins here of recent. In last three games, they upset the Chargers, upset the Eagles. How they lost to the Saints is beyond me, however. But now you got Denver back at home. And let's face it, Denver has just been dominant at home. 7 straight covers at home. 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games when laying points at home. 9 sacks of Justin Fields last week. 30 sacks, 10 more than any other team in the league so far this season. That's how dominant that defense has been. As a matter of fact, they are first in terms of pass rush pressure, 57.7% so far this year. Second in TDs allowed at 4. Fourth in the league in first down percentage. Teams are only converting at a 28.6% clip. They are tied with the Chargers for third at 6.2 yards per pass attempt allowed. And then offensively, Bo Nix at home has played much better than he's played on the road. But overall, the offensive line has afforded him tremendous protection, has only allowed 6 sacks on the season. So I think that this team, which is also third in red zone, or third in third down defense, third in red zone defense as well, can certainly hold its own against a Giants defense, which with Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo has certainly looked good. But let's remember, they lost Malik Neighbors, their number 1 receiving threat, a couple of weeks ago to a season knee injury. And I want to see the Giants, who took advantage of a Chargers team that has been going downhill in the last few weeks, took advantage of an Eagles defense that couldn't stop anybody against the run, couldn't get any pressure on quarterbacks all season long, and then came up way short against a mediocre Saints team. I want to see the Giants be able to move the ball on the road against that defense. And this is a Giants team that has lost 8 straight road games and gone 1-7 against the spread in that stretch. So that's why I like Denver in this game. They're only a 7-point favorite. I think the Giants are getting too much credit for how they played lately. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to take Denver. I'm going to take that 7-point number and I'm by the half point. And if the UCLA game wasn't proof positive yesterday of how important it is to buy that half point, I don't know what is. And by the way, the other axiom or the other complement to that statement is, if you're betting favorites, you bet them early, because what the hell would you ever wait to bet a favorite later in the game and let the public come in and push the price up? So Denver is complimentary play number 1. Number 2 is going to be New England. I don't know why Tennessee is only a 6.5 to 7-point favorite underdog at home. because Brian Callahan got fired and suddenly this team is going to come out and rah rah play much better. Now, it certainly happened in college football yesterday with UAB. And in baseball, I have a new manager theory. I always think that when a new manager comes in, there's a breath of fresh air that cleans out the clubhouse. I saw it as a reporter. It's almost like, again, a breath of fresh air. And I just have never seen that happen from my days as a reporter in football. It just doesn't happen in the pros because you still have the same 53-man roster. And that Tennessee roster just doesn't have a lot of talent. And I think you've got a New England team that's 4-1 straight up and against the spread in its last five. And in that 5-game stretch with 3 consecutive road wins, that is playing with such momentum right now going into Tennessee and a little bit of added momentum. Mike Vrabel, of course, fired by these Titans a couple of Januaries ago, first time taking on his old team. And you've got a Tennessee defense that doesn't have a hell of a lot of talent. They are allowing opposing quarterbacks to complete almost 71% of their passes, and Drake May has had a hell of a season. You've got a Tennessee offense that only completes a first down percentage of only about 26.7%. Tennessee offensive line that has already allowed 25 sacks on the season. And oh, by the way, Tennessee has failed to cover in each of its last 10 home games. Why New England is only a 6.5 to 7 point favorite rather than laying 9.5 to 10? Damned if I know, but I think the Patriots are a bargain basement price here. So again, in this situation, you can find 6.5 and 7s. You know what I'm going to say. If my wife was up at this hour, she'd be telling you buy the half point down on New England. So between these two picks, which one do I like more? I got to tell you, I got to take the Patriots in this spot. Yeah, I know they're the road chalk here, but I like New England. And then number 2 would be Denver. So the Patriots and the Broncos would be your 2 complimentary plays today. It's not a great card. You know, I looked at Jacksonville perhaps against the Rams, but in that early game in London, but wasn't a big fan of that one. Green Bay and Arizona, God, you tell me how the Packers are going to play week for week. I looked at the San Francisco-Atlanta game. I lean a little toward the 49ers because I'm still not sure the Falcons are that good, but the 49ers then had another devastating injury when they lost linebacker Fred Warner last week at Tampa. Damned if I know how the 49ers are going to play this week. So again, not a lot of value on today's card. I wouldn't touch the Cowboys and Commanders if you paid me. So a lot of dreck on today's card. But again, Patriots number 1, Broncos number 2. That's it for Sunday. Wish you well, guys, and talk to you again soon. Good luck, everybody.